Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are tuned in from. Welcome to another episode of What Now? We keep being in a pandemic, so we keep doing these lives, I guess. And the series are pretty awesome. A lot of great talks, a lot of motivating people, a lot of inspiring conversations and stories from people in their careers, and just letting us know how they're dealing with it and motivating people. I actually got some really great feedback from my last talk. Somebody said that they were relating to the person that I was talking to and made some moves because of that. And that's exactly why I do this talk. Thank you so much for everyone for the support, for tuning in, and for letting me know how that talk affected you, really. What's up, Devon? What's up? Oh, Lionel is here. So Lionel B is my guest today. I'm very excited to talk to him. I'm just going to get him in here. For those who don't know what the talk is about, it's basically just to inspire people and to make sure everybody stays creative during these times. So in here. Thanks, everyone. I hope everyone is safe and healthy out there during this pandemic. We are on a complete lockdown over here. Not sure how it is where you are. But we are completely shut down with a curfew. Actually, it's 9 o'clock right now. I can't go out the door anymore. If I'm seen in the streets, then my ass will get fined. That's how terrible it is over here, at least until mid-February. So, yep, I'm in the house. What's good, Mr. B?
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for wanting to be a guest. I appreciate it.
Oh, no doubt. Anytime, man. Anytime.
So you got the nice little purple lights and stuff.
Oh, a little something. A little something. You know what I'm saying? I like good vibe, good energy, when I'm doing my thing. So
Very
I'm cool
good,
with
because
that.
that's what we need here.
Oh
Um,
yeah, all the time.
yeah, you're drawing in a lot of folks. So just
That's
to
what's
tell
up.
people that are coming in, we are talking to Lionel B about how he's dealing with the pandemic, what his hardships were, how his career has been. Basically, another guest who I find inspiring, who I want to have share his story with people. Everything is shut down over here. I'm not sure if everything's closed over there. How is it for you there?
Yeah, a lot of stuff is still closed. I mean, we in Florida, so you know, it's pretty crazy out here still. But I mean, people still act like there's not a pandemic going on. They're
Right.
still partying. I don't think we're as bad as Georgia, but it's definitely
Yeah,
people's
you
pushing the
are.
limit still.
Florida is bad. I hear things about
Yeah,
Florida.
yeah.
Yeah, my family's in Florida, so I can't even go see them right now.
Oh wow.
'Cause I'm in Florida all the time, but well, not pre-COVID, so to speak.
Right, right, right.
I was just saying we have a curfew, so as from this hour, I'm not allowed on the street anymore. That's how
Oh
terrible it
wow.
is now. Yeah.
So y'all for real lockdown there.
We are for real locked down. Like I see people partying on my Insta story like they're on a different planet. Like we haven't had
Right.
events, parties, or restaurants open for since I don't even know. Like this is my new
Man,
normal right now. Yeah.
man. And I bet y'all cases are real low now too.
Honestly, I haven't really looked at the numbers anymore. I'm just gonna wait
Right.
until the next press conference, February 9th, just to see if we can open up or not. Like, I was just telling
Gotcha.
my girl, like my grades are coming through. I need my
Uh-oh.
salon to open up. Like,
I feel you. I feel you.
so how is
That's,
before we get into what you do and how your business is and how great you are, how has the pandemic affected you personally and professionally?
oh man. Personally, lost my mom to the pandemic.
Oh
She
yeah,
was
that's right.
yeah, she was literally gone in 3 days after being diagnosed with it. So it happened super fast. I was in shock. I couldn't even, I didn't even have time to be shocked that she even contracted it. And then just to find out, 2 to 3 days later, she's gone. I'm like, what the, so personally, yeah, it super affected me,
There, yeah.
big time. So I actually took, time out from everything I was doing. I got off of YouTube for a while, just everything, and just kind of shut down for a while. And then I just came back stronger, came back, got back into music again. So, um, I think it was like a newfound inspiration to just kind of go harder. She was
Right.
already super proud of me, so I'm like I'm gonna make her even proud now. So
Very good. That's
Yeah.
a really positive outlook. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
How does that make you feel when you see people running these streets talking about the virus ain't real?
Yeah, pissed. Like it pisses me off
Yeah.
because I'm like, this is not made up. Like I really lost my mom behind it, and
Yeah.
a lot of interviews when I do speak with people, they're amazed. They're like, "Oh, so it is real." I'm like, "Well, where the hell? Like, what you think we're just wearing masks just because?"
Right.
And it's sad when you have
Um,
kids too, because that's like their new normal now is wearing masks and being
right.
stuck in the house. Like it's just unfortunate for everybody
Right.
that's dealing with it.
Well, I know some
But
people that have lost their lives because of Corona, and not necessarily um, physically, but also mentally. Like a lot of people got very depressed because they lost their income, they've
yeah,
lost their business that they've built, and so I know some people that actually clocked out of life because of this. So it's not just
mm,
the actual physical infected cases, but it's just
mm,
so much more than that. And the fact that people keep talking about it's not real, it pisses me off too. Like, why do you have to be affected literally in your circle before you can even, think of other people and be a little bit
exactly,
more, considerate of the rest of society? Because it's just basically
exactly,
selfish people.
right.
Um,
And they have
so
they have this
how
little term they coin called plandemic. I'm like, yo, it's not a pandemic.
Well,
It's not.
even if it is, it's still affecting us all. So if we
Right.
just gonna stick together and
Mhm.
think of other people, then we can maybe possibly get through this.
Right.
At
Right.
this point, it doesn't even matter. People are dying, whether it's planned
Yeah.
or not. It,
Yeah. That's true.
yeah, doesn't
That's
matter.
true. Right.
So yeah, sorry about the personal effects. I mean, I relate to it, not necessarily because of my mom, but my mom is super scared. Like I can't even see
Right.
her right now. And
Yeah.
so that's a whole other, form of anxiety for me, like getting all these scared messages from my mom every day, and I can't go over there and I can't hug her. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. That's
terrible.
the toughest part. That's the toughest
Yeah.
part.
But
Especially with her
so
being
professional,
diagnosed, I wasn't able to go by and see her, so that was tough too.
yeah,
That was super tough.
yeah. But going to your professional life, you said you took a break pretty much
Hmm.
from everything because of your mom. But
Right.
has it really affected you at a professional level where your income was affected or the way you conduct business?
I don't think I think I'm been really blessed and fortunate to be a YouTuber because I don't really have
Yeah,
to
it's digital.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is digital, so I didn't really find the professional effects of it too much. If anything, I think it actually got a lot better because I was getting other partnerships with other brands because live streaming, that's like the new wave now. So
Right.
I was able to secure like a few different contracts just doing live streaming and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's pretty cool, and it kind of it fit right in with the way times are going right now. So
Right.
definitely blessed and fortunate to have
Do
that
you
going
feel
on.
like do you feel like you get more viewers, subscribers because now everybody's home? We need some form of entertainment, so we're all getting on our screens to find entertainment. Do you feel like you reached more people now?
You would think so, but no, it's pretty much the same. It hasn't been a dramatic increase. It's pretty much the same.
Okay.
I thought I'm like, okay, for sure everybody's at home, wanting to watch YouTube or wanting to hear music or
Well,
whatever, but it's not really the case too
well,
much.
you have more competition now too, because everybody's
Yeah,
online now. So actually, it's a
exactly.
good thing that it didn't decrease your
Right,
number.
right, right. I'd be
Have
in trouble.
you have you changed your health routines? Like, is it, we can't go out over here. Have you changed your routines as far as physical health and mental health?
Um, I say yeah, of course. Definitely, being a lot more healthy, being a lot more conscious about things. I've been doing stuff in that light. Also, elderberry, like things that strengthen the immune system. I make my
Right.
kids drink it. They hate it. I'm like, I don't care. You're gonna drink it, So, but yeah, it's definitely changed my life. For it gave me some insight to
A
just
lot
be
of
more healthier.
a lot of artists that I talk to, they're touring artists, so they now have the time to sit down and really do what they want to do and have a routine.
Mhm.
A lot of people that I heard can't go to the gym, so they're doing their little workouts, and you have to cook because restaurants aren't open. I guess
Right.
it's different in Florida because everybody's just still doing the normal life. But do you
Yeah.
feel like, especially with the effects from, your mom passing away, do you feel like you're now more conscious of being healthier as far as diet? Um,
Oh
because,
yes,
your intake,
extremely.
it affects your mental state as well. People don't
Yeah.
understand. Like everything you read and take to you and all the food that you take in, that all has an effect directly to your mental state.
Very true. Yeah, definitely making a lot better decisions in terms of like nutrition, health wise, working out, all of that. That's caused most people. So either you're gaining a whole bunch of weight or you're getting better. So I feel like it's kind of people go with the good or the bad. But yeah, in terms of me and my family, we definitely been making more efforts to kind of do more healthy stuff. But even though
Right.
Florida's still open, you can still order whatever. I mean, but
Yeah.
that's still a risk to eat stuff that you don't know.
That's true. You don't know
Right,
who
right.
touched it.
Exactly. So
This virus
so
going out.
yeah. So you just you kind of throwing caution to the wind at that point. You're
Right.
hungry, and that might be the day you get COVID just from ordering
Exactly.
takeout.
Just because you ordered. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Exactly. So a lot more cooking going on.
Well, it's interesting because a lot of people gain more weight, and I actually lost a lot of weight. I don't
Oh,
eat
did
as
you?
much. Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
eat as much because I don't move around as much. Normally, I'm
Okay.
ripping and running. So I guess I don't use a lot of energy. So I don't eat much. So I guess I have this luxury problem of losing weight by sitting on the couch, when other people gain weight sitting on the couch. But
See, you got a good metabolism. That's what it is.
I do, but I do need to eat some more because I don't want to disappear into the invisible woman. That's not a good look.
That's real. That's real. I feel you on that. I'm the
Okay,
same though.
so
I eat like a pig and I don't gain like hardly any weight. It's
that's
crazy.
me. That's me.
Yeah.
My nickname is Piggy Pay. My
Piggy
close
pig.
friends know, yeah, because I eat a lot. I usually eat a lot. I don't eat as much anymore. I'm not a fan of cooking. I like to eat
Hmm.
out or have people cook for me, but
There you
now
go.
I've been cooking myself. So I guess maybe that's also like, an influence on my losing weight.
I got you. I got you.
I do cook healthy.
That's
Um,
good.
Yeah, so okay, for the people that are tuned in that don't know you, you're basically a YouTube celebrity. And then you're an artist and a producer. So you're doing a lot of things. What was for you the first thing in your life that made you feel like, hey, I can do this. I can actually make this my living. What was the situation?
In terms of like YouTube itself,
Just
or
the beginning of your career, so to speak.
I think we're well in terms of music. Like when I first got people that was in the industry that was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds good." They weren't just lying to me because I got shut down a lot when I first started.
Of
Just music
course.
production. It was like that shit sounds horrible. Don't send us nothing else. Or I would physically mail CDs out to them, and I know they weren't that good or whatever, but it definitely helped me develop my ear and helped me get better. And they gave me some constructive criticism to get better. In terms of like YouTube, when I felt like I could actually make it, this is a funny story. I always tell this story, but it's true. I checked my AdSense account one day and I had like $38 in there. And to me, I was like, whoa, that's, what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, that amazing. And I'm
Hey,
like, I
I'm
haven't even,
saying, listen, that's how it starts, people.
right,
Even with
right.
2 cents, it's 2 cents more than you had before.
Exactly. And at that time I needed them $38. So I'm like, well shit,
Right,
like what happened if I actually tried? So let me actually
right.
try. So I was like, you know what? Let me actually start really posting videos and just get real active and see what happens. So I turned, those $38 that was sitting in my account for I don't know however many years because my channel at the time was something completely different. So I was like, well, damn, people are actually watching this. So I took that motivation, and then the first check I ever got from YouTube was like 13,000. So I
Wow.
scaled $38, and I just grind hard, kept going,
Over
went viral.
what time of period
It
was that?
it probably
Period of
took
time.
me like 2 months, month and a half, two
Wow,
months.
really?
Yeah,
So
it went fast.
okay, so when you figure out like, hey, people are actually tuned in and watching this, did you figure out at the time what it exactly was about your videos that people liked?
Um, Not at
Because
the
that's
time, honestly.
right.
I think it was the way I kind of like relay messages or just my take and my perspective on I guess how I relay like what I just saw. Like, because everybody can go online and go see what happened or whatever. But I think they kind of gravitated to me because it was kind of my perspective. And I guess they found that entertaining and hilarious for whatever reason. So they always say, oh, go ahead.
The reason I ask is because I want people that are watching this to understand that, you know, you did something on YouTube, you saw that it made money, but then the trick is, how do I keep doing what attracts these people? You can't just throw out a bunch of videos hoping that it'll take. It becomes, eventually it becomes a business if you were actually trying to make money off of it. I mean, those $38 was nice, but now you put in the time and the effort to really monetize off of what you're doing. And what's important is that you then figure out what it is that attracts people.
Right. So
At
I feel
the time
like
you didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. So what I did was, you know, I had the video go viral. It was going crazy. It was every time I refreshed my phone, it was going up 10,000. I'm like, I thought my phone was broke. I'm like, nah, like what the hell's going on here?
That's awesome.
It was crazy. So me and my son, we were just looking like, oh, we're about to hit 1 million. And it was literally probably, I would say less than 24 hours. It was just going crazy. And so what I did moving forward was like, okay, I want to duplicate what I did. You know, of course I can't tell the same story, but I'm going to approach every story this way. But, you know, guess what? Next time I'm going to get more creative. Next time I'm going to bring up the production value on it because now I can afford to. So now let me just be better and let me stand out from everybody else on the platform that's doing it right now. So
do you, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're cool. You're cool.
So do you feel like you're because I hate the term influencer. Do you feel like you're an influencer, or do you feel like you're a YouTube? YouTube celebrity sounds so crazy too.
Yeah.
TV personality maybe, because YouTube is kind of TV. What is the best term for what you do on YouTube?
I would consider myself an influencer. But I mean, also, I guess a celebrity too, because a lot of people recognize me. A lot of people know me, like in different spaces, and it blows my mind every time. They're like, "Oh, is that the real Lionel B?" I'm like, "What the hell?" Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I was on another streaming app the other day, and I'll pop into little rooms and go see what people are doing, and then just to get that type of love and admiration, that's super cool. You know, from people I don't even know. I have. I took my son school shopping one day, and there was a lady, she was standing at the edge of the aisle. So there was like there was a leak in the roof. So I'm thinking like, you know, maybe she's waiting on us to get past or whatever. And she just walked up. She's like, "Oh, are you Lionel B?" And she wanted pictures and all that. So yeah, I've had it at gas stations. My last house I was at, people used to ride by saying happy birthday. I'm like, no, I got to move. This shit is crazy. so I live in an area where nobody knows me now. So that's cool.
What's the craziest fan encounter that you've had? Could be online or in real life.
Oh man, a lot. I guess really like women just wanting to know me because of YouTube, and then come to find out they actually want to start a YouTube, or their kids want to start YouTube. So they'll kind of reach out to me and try to, you know, half the time I don't even know they came from YouTube because I may meet them on Facebook or something, or they'll slide in the DMs being nice. So I'm thinking they're just a Facebook friend, not knowing like they have motives to be a YouTuber, you know, which is fine. I mean, if you want help, like just say that.
Just say it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Don't have to beat around the bush. Just say, hey, man, I need some help. And then you can decide if you have the time for that or not.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't like those, those covered up questions.
Exactly.
Well, that's fine. For me, you're actually the first person in your genre, so to speak, that I talk to, because I've spoken to, regular music artists, producers, filmmakers, actors, visual artists, all of them, writers, but not like a YouTube person. Honestly, I think you're the first YouTube celebrity.
I'm the first. That's what's up. I love
You're my first. Yes, you will always be my first.
There you go.
I now meet YouTube celebrities, I always think of you.
Got to. I'm the OG. Gotta be.
Well, when I'm back in Florida, if the world opens up, I'm gonna have to visit the real Lionel B.
You got to, because he cool, man. He's super cool.
I want to take a picture with you.
There you go.
So I'm staying on this YouTube subject, and then I'm going to go towards all your other talents, because this is not the only thing you do. What is one of the biggest lessons that you've learned navigating a YouTube channel and monetizing off of that?
Um, the biggest things I've learned. That it's still a competitive realm. It doesn't matter if you have 1,000 subscribers, you got 5,000, you got 100,000, 200. It doesn't matter, a million. It's still competitive. You still got to be on your A game. You still got to go hard. You still got to act like this is your first time coming on the platform, and you're just trying to put your best stuff out there. Because a lot of people
Right.
channels tank, and viewers know. Viewers know if you didn't really take your time, if you don't really care, you're just throwing up whatever. And
Right.
they won't watch your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So people think it's great. No, it is great to have that many subscribers because it definitely takes a lot to get there. But you still gotta grind, just like anybody just starting out. We just have
Right.
more of an opportunity to get viewed, but it doesn't mean everybody's gonna watch it.
Right. That's a good one
Though. Yeah,
because it doesn't automatically mean that people are going to keep staying tuned in with you.
exactly.
Um, so how do you cross promote or cross brand your YouTube-ness with the rest of your talent?
Man, honestly, just with
Or do you
YouTube,
keep it separate?
I do try to keep it separated. Like every
Okay.
now and then I'll like share certain things to my channel, but mainly my channel is more geared to like, what I do on there, which is like, covering current events and celebrity news. So
Right.
you won't really see me putting up any music videos or anything like that on my channel. I have a separate channel. And what I'll do is I'll promote that channel to my people. Like, if you want to watch it, cool, here you go. But I don't be like
Right.
shoving it in your face, like, okay, you're subscribed to me. Now you got to sit through and, you know,
See
like
all the
my
other
music or
stuff.
whatever. Right,
Well,
right,
that's actually good because I asked that question, then I figured, oh, maybe he doesn't cross brand because there's people that do keep things separate.
right.
So, okay, let's go over to your music side because you send me information. For the people that are watching, normally I interview people that I already know that are coming from a network. I actually met Lionel on this other app. And I didn't really know who he was, so I was very intrigued by first of all his down to earthness, having so many fans,
Uh,
and so I thought he was very inspiring by the talks that I've heard him have and the things that he said. So I wanted to specifically have him as a guest. But I did read that you do production, you do
mhm.
music, you got your own your songs out. But what was interesting is that you produced the album for Lisa Turtle.
Yes, Lisa
I was
Turtle.
such a fan. I mean, Lark
Me
voices,
too.
obviously.
Me too. I was too.
So,
I was super starstruck when I met her. I was like, oh,
oh my gosh,
yeah,
she
she's
was one of my
cool.
favorites from the show. How did that come about?
What it was, I actually owned a magazine back, started it in 2008. So around, I think maybe 2009, 2010, I was able to reach out to her team through MySpace. Because, MySpace was super easy to
Yeah,
reach
yeah,
people.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
sure
easier
did.
than Instagram. Like people leave you on red on Instagram. But MySpace days, people actually responded to their stuff. So I got a lot of great
Yes.
people in my magazine. So I was able to get with her team. We started working together on her feature in my magazine. Super cool lady, like just like me, real down to earth. And we would have like long talks. We developed a friendship. We have
Oh,
long
that's
talks about
great.
Saved by the Bell, things that went on, them doing the homeschooling tutoring thing, and them getting mobbed in the mall, just trying to go shopping, like crazy stuff. And just kind of networking with her. And I didn't know she was doing music or anything, but I think somehow the idea of me talking about my music production, and at the time I was doing like neo soul production. So she was like, "Oh, I sing. Okay, I'm doing an album. Like, send me some music." So I sent her like 15 songs. She ended up picking 10, paid for 10, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay, that's pretty
That's
dope."
dope.
But I never
Yeah.
heard the album though, like which is crazy. I don't even know if she
Wait,
really even
what?
put it out. I think she got one single out, but when I looked her up on Amazon, I didn't see the album, so I don't know what happened with
Right.
it. I got the
I
check,
think
so I
I
mean,
I think I knew she was also singing because back
mhm.
then I was also, looking into people what they were doing and talking about MySpace. I got pretty much 80% of my interviews over the past 15 years from MySpace, so I'm not mad at
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
MySpace was the way. It was the
Yep.
way for sure.
I developed some friendships with some very important hip hop industry people as well because of MySpace. So
Oh
it's all
yeah, oh
about
yeah,
it's all about how you use your social media, I guess.
yeah. That's
So
true.
yeah. And so okay, so that's just a question that I had. But so how did you start? Okay, you said you were, having people listen to your productions. You weren't really good. You
Hmm.
got a lot of no's, which is perfect to say out here because people need to hear that no's are just part of the business.
Oh
If
yeah.
nothing comes to you for free or easy, and if it does, then you should count your blessings.
True. That's true.
Then you were right there at the right time and in the right spotlight. But normally that doesn't happen. So
Right.
when did it start rolling for you in this music industry? What's up, PJ? I see you.
I think honestly, when I really came
What's
back
up,
to it, because
James? Sorry.
no, you're cool. I kind of got turned off by it for a while, but when I actually came back to it, which was last year, so I took like a long hiatus over a decade to just, because before I was more on the production tip, now I'm more on the artistry tip, So
So before
um,
you took your hiatus, you were more production, and now you're moving into more being an artist. Well,
exactly.
why did you make that decision?
Because people, people like my style, they like my flow, but I would always kind of shy away from that. I was like, nah, I want to be behind the scenes. But YouTube forced me to kind of be more in the forefront versus
Yes.
just kind of in my little comfortable, cozy corner or whatever. So I'm like, hell, might as well. Like, I'm cool. I'm good on
You're now
YouTube.
more
Might as well like
comfortable.
put music out. Huh?
You're now more comfortable with being in front of the camera because, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and you
Because I
know
feel
how
like
you have to
anything you
move.
ever want is always on the other side of fear or whatever. So you got to push yourself
Very
out there. You
true.
got to go hard. So yeah, I got
Yes.
to practice
Now
what I
I have to
preach.
say, that I'm not a fan of being in the spotlight at all.
Hmm.
I'm always the person pushing the other people and helping the other people, supporting everyone. But I've noticed because when I started as a music journalist, I was writing, so nobody would see me. And then people didn't want to read anymore; they wanted to see videos. They don't want to
Hmm.
see me behind the camera and the person talking to a camera. So I'm sitting in the same space as the artist just to make it a conversation that people want to watch. But I don't necessarily like the spotlight at
You
all.
know? Oh
Yeah.
man, lights, camera, action. I'm like, I love it. I love it. I
But
love
that's your job, though.
it.
So
But it's a challenge though. I feel like it's a challenge. So I think it challenges me to kind of get beyond that, that fear or whatever. So I just turn up, like, them lights come
but do
on,
you
that
still
camera
have
come
that?
on. Have what?
The fear, like even if you do new stuff now, do you, as an artist, do you still have it, or was that the initial, like, you know,
I got myself out of
hurdle?
that a long time ago. So no, I don't have that fear
Oh,
anymore.
that's good. So, okay, so now you're an artist. You have to look at yourself in a completely different way. You have to market yourself different.
Right.
It's completely different strategy and career path than doing stuff on YouTube or being a producer. How was that when you made that first step to being an artist?
It was confusing. I didn't want to confuse people. I didn't want people like, oh damn, this is the guy from you
Right.
now. You know what I'm saying? But then I seen other YouTubers do it. I'm like, okay, yeah, well, it's not as strange as I thought it would be. But I think I'm accepted on both planes, which I'm definitely grateful for. That people rock with
Yeah.
the music and they rock with the YouTube, because I always felt like that would be kind of difficult to market and for people to understand. Like, okay, this is the
Right.
same person, right? So I think YouTube is more like, I guess I don't know. That's more. I mean, it's both loves. Like I love them both equally.
And
I
this is
would
the
definitely want to
thing.
be doing.
I had this conversation with more creative people that they do more than one thing.
Oh yeah.
When you start out, I say focus on mastering at least one of your talents, not necessarily mastering until the point you can't learn anymore because we always learn every day. But
Mhm.
make it establish yourself in that field before you do something else. Unless you are
Exactly.
that committed and that talented to be able to nurture all of the talents and lift them to the next level. But most
Right.
people, I advise, do one thing. This is why you see singers and rappers first establishing themselves in the music industry and then becoming actors or whatever,
Exactly.
designers or whatever they want to be, and vice versa. So I do believe that even though people are confused about what you do,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter, because if you can show them that you're good at the other thing that you do, then
Right.
it really doesn't matter, because people never know what I do. What are you? Music journalist, artist consultant? What do you do? You're an AR? Like, I can do more things than one, you know?
Exactly.
Uh,
You ain't gonna be boxed in. That's real.
exactly. And if you're good at what you do, then why should you stop at one thing? Nurture
That's
your
true.
passions, follow your passions, especially in this time as a
Mhm.
creative person. Find your passion and nurture it. There's enough time
Right.
to do that right now. We're all at home. There's
Right.
nothing to do, educate yourself and learn and watch YouTube tutorials or,
There you go.
or hit up
You
people.
will learn a lot. You will learn a lot from the YouTube tutorials for sure.
Exactly. So, okay, so now you are an artist. How
Mm.
many songs or albums have you dropped so far?
Currently I'm not putting out an album yet. I kind of want to wait. I'm just kind
You have
of pushing
singles.
singles right now and EPs. I think it would be kind of premature just to drop an album. I want to get those singles hot first, you know.
Right.
And I always tell artists that like there's no need to rush and put out an album when nobody knows you like that
That's true.
on the music side. So even though I'm a YouTuber, I got a big fan base. It doesn't mean my album's gonna get over 100,000 or a million.
Right.
It just won't happen. I still got to establish myself and gain that
Very
respect and
good.
gain that following in the music world.
And do you produce your own stuff?
I don't, not anymore. Cause man, like I swear, like the producers nowadays, like they're amazing. They rocking it. Like they can have that. You know, I still enjoy it. You know, I'll sit and play a little something, but man, it changed so much to where it's like, nah, there's no point in me even doing it unless I'm just bored one day. Like, okay, let me try to whatever. But nah,
I
it's
got
not
to
too much.
shout out Amadeus. That's my dude right there. What's
What's up?
up,
What's up?
King? Thank you for joining. Yeah, he's a producer.
Oh, okay. What up, man?
Um,
Tap in.
yeah. Now, so who produced your last single? Was it Shawty Go Low?
Shorty Go Low. It's a
Uh,
dude by the name of Wave Central. Really dope, talented producer, man. So ready, man,
it's
ready.
going well, that single.
Yeah, it's going pretty well. But we had a little issue on TikTok the other day, which I'm trying to figure out now. For some reason, it says original audio versus my song. So I'm like, yo, I'm in their DMs right now, like, yo, what's going on?
Right.
Um, get this together. You know what I'm saying? Because
Because that
that's not a
challenge,
good
yeah,
look.
that challenge
Exactly. Like
it's a
that's
good one.
right, right. So
No
I'm excited
worries.
about that. I got a song I did with the Outlawz. E.D.I from the
Oh yeah.
Outlawz. He's one of the last members that hit him up with Tupac and all that. And that one's coming out in the summer. It's super dope
Oh,
record.
cool.
Super dope. Everybody heard us like, you need to put it out ASAP. And I'm
Hey,
like,
look at this,
nah.
man. Amadeus
Huh?
is following you. Yep, you got
Appreciate
to
that.
connect
Appreciate
here.
that.
You got to connect. Amadeus, if
Appreciate
you
that.
don't know Lionel, Lionel is a YouTube celebrity. You got 1 million followers or whatever. I'm just saying a number, but
Not
it's a
yet. Not
lot.
yet.
It's a lot. And he's actually I like the single.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm not doing no challenges. I'm too old for. Well, I'm not too
You got to
old,
do
but
that challenge. You got to do that
I may
challenge.
just do a challenge and send it to you. I'm not. I can't compete.
We probably the same age though. I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, but I'm a woman. I see what you posting on your Instagram. I
Oh
can't compete
Lord.
with these ladies. Listen,
Oh.
man, I just lost weight. I don't have nothing to jiggle to that. So I'm
Oh
just
man.
keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real.
I feel you. I'll
Um,
let you slide on that one.
thank you, thank you. So, who are some of your inspirations in for your life, for what you're doing? It doesn't necessarily have to be a musical person, or it can be anybody that inspires you to do what you do right now.
Mm. My kids, man. Like my kids keep me
Oh,
going.
that's great.
They keep me going. They like it's so funny, like, cause you know, of course, to them, I'm just dad or whatever. But when they see the type of love that I get, it's kind of like, you know, it kind of, you know, just to see them and just know they're proud. And I'm sure when they get older, they're gonna be like, oh man, my dad was doing some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
to me, that motivates me. You know,
Oh, that's
right now they
great.
don't really understand it. They just know, okay, dad does YouTube, he get a bunch of views, and you know, he can buy some
Well,
bunch of cool
that's
shit. But
something, yeah.
yeah. So
So
yeah.
Amadeus just said not to let me slide. I have to do it. I'm gonna do you one better. If you
Okay.
two happen to ever make a song, I'll jiggle to that.
Okay. All right.
I'm just,
All
just
right.
saying. Little incentive there. I don't know if it's enough.
And this is being recorded too, so I want to make sure that
Oh
you gotta
no,
follow up
no,
on
I
this.
come through on my word.
Okay.
I
All
come
right.
through with my words, so no worries. I'm just saying, like, if Amadeus and you do a song together, then I'm definitely gonna promote that and do all the challenges to the song that there are. So yeah, that's a promise.
Okay. I'm with it. I'm ready for it.
Here he goes. There it is. Let's go. Well,
Let's
hey, y'all
go.
y'all
Let's
better
go.
work. Anyway, who else inspires you besides your children?
um, my mom, you know what I'm saying? She held us down. Like she was a single mom raising 3 kids. So, and she always, you know, grinded hard to get everything that she ever wanted. So definitely she's an inspiration as well.
That's beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
rest in peace, Queen.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. She raised a great man, that's for
Thank you.
sure.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
who are some people that you would want to work with, like maybe on YouTube or maybe for your music, production
Mhm.
wise, or featured wise, or
Definitely Amadeus. You know what I'm saying? I got to tap in with Amadeus.
very good.
But anybody that's I like, working with the legends. That's why I picked, to do something with the Outlawz, because I'm like,
Right,
that's people I grew up listening to.
right.
I like some of the newer artists as well, but just in terms of what I like personally, just as a personal goal of mine would be to work with, most of the legends that are still around. And then I'll
That's
get to the newer people. That's cool.
right.
It's not no rush to tag in with those, you know.
So do you see yourself also developing new artists if you're at that, that level?
Oh, oh yeah, absolutely. There's actually one artist I'm actually getting ready to start managing pretty soon. Super
Oh,
talented,
cool.
amazing rap artist, and yeah, I definitely want to help develop artists because just being in the game for a long time, even taking that hiatus, I was still in it to a certain aspect. I was still networking. I was still doing, using my A&R ears and all of that, and
Right.
and I think I got pretty good taste in picking music and all of that.
That's awesome. What is one of the biggest mistakes that you've made business wise that
Ooh,
turned out to be your biggest lesson that you now
ooh.
also give out to others?
Starting a record label,
Oh
signing a whole bunch of
wow.
signing a whole bunch of people I didn't even know, and that's the biggest, most awful thing I ever did. I should have took more time to learn them as people, like learn their personality a
Yeah.
little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But I signed some bad apples, and I had to like shut it down. I had to shut it down. That's what really got me to more in the production tip versus having a label. I didn't want to be a
Right.
label head anymore because you got to deal with all
Oh
these
yeah.
personalities and egos and I want my song out. I want my crazy.
Yeah.
And then everybody is not really positive. Everybody doesn't have positive energy. You feel me?
No.
So I was like, nah, this label shit, that's not, not right now. Let me shut it down.
You have to be selective with who you work, and no matter what type of work collaboration that is, whether
Right.
it's being a label and signing artists, or me even as a manager, I can't work with all the talent just because they have talent. We have to
Right.
really have the same energy, have the same work ethic, and run for the same goal. Um, I don't care how talented you are. If you're an asshole, I'm not working with you because that's going to make
That's
my
real.
life difficult. So yeah, that's
And
that's
and I think
really
also bringing those people into your space when you don't know them, that's crazy too. So
yeah.
because to me, like when I heard about like the Dr. Dre and the game where I think the game said he never been to Dr. Dre's house. Now it
Right.
makes sense because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, damn, you don't really know dude like that. So if y'all go
Right.
south, something can, something can really happen to you.
Yeah.
So I have more respect and more of an understanding now to why people move the way they move, and you can't let everybody into your space like that.
No, that's very true. And do you have so okay, so I recently just now earlier had this talk again about team. You got to have a team. That's the
Right.
word going out in all the rooms nowadays. You have to have a team. Do
Mm.
you have a team, and if so, were they there from day one, or did you develop, the relationships in order to find that team if you have one?
I got a small team, but it was more of me developing relationships. It wasn't like off the bat. I started out solo, and I was solo grinding super hard for at least like a year and a half. So I'm just now getting like people on board to kind of help me kind of do additional things that I need to do.
Right.
Because it's just tough, man, to just bring people. Like I said, it's tough to bring people into your circle. You don't really know what they're here for. You don't know. So
Do you have that? Do you feel like that's happening to you already because you are such a celebrity, so to speak?
what's that? Do I feel like
That,
what?
that people are trying to get in your circle that don't have like genuine intentions with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Really,
But I could read people
you
pretty good
sniff
though.
them out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll play dumb. I'll play the dumb role with them. But I'll be like, nah, not gonna happen. I let them finish their little speech, especially if I could see that they're not on nothing good. I'd be like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you happy that you have that radar? Have you never
Oh
had
man,
an issue with
man.
somebody that you let in and then they turn out to be somebody else?
Oh
Never.
yeah, oh yeah. A lot. Especially in the YouTube world, like a lot of people on block right now because they
Oh
just
wow.
special kind of individuals. Special.
He's so special. Do you have stalkers?
A couple, not a whole lot that I know of.
Right.
But a
Well,
couple.
secret
But
admirers are fine from a distance.
well,
People
I
are
mean, and that's the
stalking.
weird thing because sometimes I'll meet people and they be like, "Oh yeah, I've been watching you for years." I'm like, "Oh shit, like for real?" You know what I'm saying? So, and when they finally talk to me or whatever, that's not really what they lead with. They just kind of act like, whatever, which is fine. You know what I'm saying?
But
Get to know
yeah,
each
I'm
other.
sure they don't want to come off crazy. Like, oh, I've been
Well,
watching you for
yeah.
years. I mean, those could be actual fans.
Yeah, but then that makes me feel kind of weird because it's like, well, damn, you were like, why all of a sudden now, like, why now you want to, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
what?
Like, I don't
Yeah.
know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to me.
Do you feel like that poses a potential, not really a threat, but a problem for your family, like your children?
Nah, nah, I
You're
don't
not
think
at
so.
that level yet?
I ain't there. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not there yet.
I was just
I'm
wondering.
not
I
there
don't know
yet.
how the YouTube world is, so
It could be crazy if if you go do the most like some of these excuse me YouTubers be doing, but I don't be doing all of that. So no
no.
bulletproof vest yet. I just wear them for fashion. You know what I mean? Like
Right, right.
none of
Well, it's
that.
a pandemic, so nobody can touch you now anyway.
Right, right.
So do you see yourself traveling internationally, not just with your music, but do you think that the YouTube stuff also has that potential for you to make international partners, or do you already have those?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I've worked with several people. I've been what's the word I'm looking for? Recruited to different platforms that like are based in Germany and different areas
Oh,
like that because they
cool.
do see my influence. I actually turned down one deal because it sounded super crazy, but just to have an offer from Germany was pretty cool to me. And
That's
people,
dope.
was really navigating. So yeah, it's been cool. It's been a good situation.
Well, come over to this side when the world
Oh, I
opens up.
got to. If I
Yeah.
can stomach that long flight, man. Oh my
It's not that long from
God.
Florida. Well, Florida to Amsterdam is about 7, 8 hours.
Oh, that's right.
Two.
I don't know why I was
Yeah.
thinking Australia for some reason. I don't know. Okay, yeah,
No, not
Amsterdam, not
Australia. No, I'm not that far. I'm not that
bad.
far.
But yeah, I used to live in Germany back in the late '90s. I was in the military, so I
Oh, where
always
were
had
you?
I was
Geilenkirchen?
in Ramstein.
Oh, Rems. Oh, yeah, Remsen.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's not that close because I know Geilenkirchen was close for me. It's about a 4 hour drive, but
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
yeah, I knew a lot of people from the base there. I actually have some friends still from that time, also from the late '90s.
Oh,
Hey, you
okay.
may know them. Well, they were Air Force mainly, but
I might. Yeah, I was Air Force, so
hmm,
who knows?
I'll hit you on the side
True that. True
about
that.
some
True that.
people that were questioning. No kidding. No gossiping.
I
So
got you.
if you had to choose between either doing YouTube or music, what would you choose?
Oh, YouTube or music? Man, I don't know. I don't think I could choose because I love them both so much. It's
You
hard. Like I
have
don't think
to
I could. I
pick
have to.
one.
People gonna be mad with me. I would say music.
And you know what? I think that's a great choice because I think you still have a lot to develop in music and a lot to gain in music.
Oh
Not to
yeah.
say that you don't in the YouTube, but you've kind of established yourself as that person on YouTube already. And I think
Mhm.
you can go far with your music as well.
Appreciate that. And to me, music is just more fun. Like I like YouTube as well, but music is just fun. Like from the creation process of putting a song together to,
Right.
the mixing and mastering. Like all of that's like a whole experience. And then the music video and then the marketing. Like I love that kind of stuff. I love seeing it come from, the
From nothing
laboratory
to
to exactly, and just
and
seeing how people react to it.
you're fully independent right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Are you looking to stay independent or
yeah.
depending on what comes by?
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, if they give me a super good offer to where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll quit everything for this, then, yeah.
My YouTube.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm gonna have to
I
say,
think you can still
please.
combine that. I think
Yeah,
when you get to a level with your music where you feel like, okay, now I'm an artist, I can tour, people, I got to build a fan base. You can actually tie that into whatever you post on your YouTube because that could be like the behind the scenes of Lionel B.
exactly,
So
exactly.
yeah,
I've been doing more of that lately. I've been doing my vlogging channel. I have another channel that I do like behind the scenes stuff. So y'all check that out.
right.
It's Lionel B Unleashed. So meaning I'm unleashed. I can do what I want to do in this channel. I don't have to just do that particular thing. So I'm
Right.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
That's good. Yeah, that's a really good way to still cross brand.
Oh yeah.
There are some questions in here. Let me
Okay.
see. Okay.
Faces, what
Uh,
up? Yeah, Faces in here.
oh well, I guess I kind of already asked that, but Lionel B, what inspired you to become an artist? From Baha J Ent? I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't want
Um,
to butcher the name.
being an artist, I just felt like there was so much more creativity inside of me versus just doing YouTube. I'm super creative on YouTube, but not to where I can be as an artist. So that inspired me even more. It's like, man, because I'm telling y'all, the life as a YouTuber, y'all heard from me, is so boring. It is boring as hell. Like we do our videos, and after that, we don't literally do nothing else the whole day. So it's pretty
Right.
boring. So with music, it gives you something to do.
That's great. And then you have a creative outlet. You can do whatever you
Exactly.
want in your music.
Exactly.
Here's a good one from, okay, man, people, these screen names. 2.0 TNT. What was the key to scaling on YouTube? Ads, hashtags? That's actually a good question.
Very good question. I was actually talking with a major journalist the other day for an interview for another publication.
I'm
And
major.
she
No,
was,
I'm kidding.
no, I'm not saying he ain't.
I'm kidding.
Of course you major. Of course you major.
I'm kidding.
But y'all, yeah, y'all. So when I started out, I mean, even still, I don't do any type of ads or hashtags sometimes, but really it's mainly about your thumbnail, it's about your title, and it's about the content. Now, if you're losing on all of those things, there's no hashtag, there's no ad that can save your life at all. And a lot of people will pay all this money to advertise on YouTube and get views, and it doesn't go anywhere. Like, okay, you'll get a
Right.
few views and it'll just drop off. So what you really want on YouTube is like organic growth, staying consistent, um, doing videos that make sense. Like I see
Right.
a lot of new YouTubers that come in and they're doing like, okay, not saying you can't do it, but they'll do a Vlogmas and they'll just say Vlogmas episode 1. Nobody will ever find that. Nobody will, because yeah, big ass YouTubers can do that. The ones that got like
Right.
a million or whatever, because people are gonna watch it. But if you're brand new and you're just brand new on YouTube and you want to do a Vlogmas, it doesn't make any sense unless you have
Right.
an amazing marketing plan behind that video to bring
Or
people
money.
in. Right. So get
Amazing
creative,
bad way.
get more creative with the titles, get creative with
Yeah.
the thumbnails. Be like Vlogmas. Oh my God, my family almost died, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something like that.
Triggering. Triggering.
Interesting. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Clickbait. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you gotta get clickbaity
Clickbait.
a little bit, just a little. You
Right.
don't want to.
Let me see. Okay, so these are questions. Okay, Mr. Bajaj, I don't know how to say it. We see your comments. If you want to work with either one of us, please hit us in a DM. We see your comments. You don't have to keep asking us in this interview. We appreciate you, and we appreciate you tuning in and being fans. But yeah, you can move those questions to the DMs.
There you go.
What was I going to say? See, now I lost my train of thought. No, it's gone. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, what is something that you live by? What are some of the life mottos or the mantras that you live by that you want to give out to everybody that's watching?
Dope. I would love to. I got a few, and I swear, like I really, really live by like these mantras. It's always embedded in me. One is if you don't work, you don't eat. That's the main thing. Also, like when you get to a certain point, I don't care if you grind it forever. Once you get to a certain point, keep going. Like don't get there and be like, oh, I'm here now. I can just kind of kick it. Like if I take more than a week and a half off from YouTube, I'm like going crazy. I'm like, nah, I
Right.
gotta be doing something. So I feel like, you still gotta grind. Also, man, just
Oh wait,
it,
before you go into the next one,
hmm?
what you said about keep grinding, when you get there, don't stop. I
Right.
feel like when you set a goal for yourself to reach a certain point and you've reached it, have another
Hmm.
goal. or have something else lined up. If that's not something particular that you want to keep going at because you reached your goal, then have something else. So that that could, you know, be the same as keep going, but not necessarily towards the same thing. Okay, that was my addition.
I remember my initial goal, like just being a YouTuber. I just see people getting like 1 million views. I'm like, damn, I would love to see 1 million views. Like,
right.
So of course, once I hit that, you know, I had to set a bigger goal.
Right.
You know, so that first 1 million was crazy. It was, you know, I was like, damn, I got to do this again. So now currently my channel is at like 87 million. So
wow.
I went viral several times.
87
you know what I'm saying?
million.
So 87 million.
So you actually, this pays your bills.
Oh yeah. Oh, more than.
Oh yeah.
More
nah. I need to book you for a consultation on how to make money off of videos. No, I'm not good at that.
So anybody, if y'all watching, if y'all go to my channel, the Lionel B Show, you scroll over to where it says about, it'll tell you my exact amount of subscribers and my exact amount of views, right. And you'll see, that's how you can tell who has like their total amount of views on their channel. So last time I checked, it's at 87.
But how do you distinguish that from, because you know people buy views and comments and likes and followers nowadays. How do you, because I know on Instagram, usually when you see somebody with 20,000 followers and they only got 10 likes on a photo, you pretty much can tell that that's not real. How do you separate yourself from that with your YouTube statistics?
Well, for one, buying views will get your channel deleted.
Oh,
you know
really?
What I'm saying? Hell yeah. That, and then also like, you know, with people buying views, it's not real engagement. You're not going to get paid for it. Right. So it's more of like a vanity thing. Your subscribers won't be growing. It's just it's a really bad thing to do. It's best to take your time, organically get those views. I don't care if you're sitting with 50 views on a video you did a week ago. Keep promoting it, keep marketing it. There you go. Keep promoting it. So if you bring in 50, you got a chance to bring in 1,000 or 2,000, you know, or 100,000, you know. So I don't recommend anybody buying any type of views. It's not real engagement. YouTube will delete your damn channel.
Right.
Just be smart. Don't steal people's content. Because actually, I had met a YouTuber. He was stealing like all my viral videos, and I get a message, and I said, "Bro, you got 2 hours to take all my stuff down." So I guess he was like, "Oh, I ain't doing nothing." I had his channel deleted like that. And
wow.
He actually, I guess he worked for it. I don't know. He had like 20,000 subscribers at the time. I think I had maybe close to 200,000 or something like that, and I got him going. I was like, bro, don't play.
Plagiarism, really.
He copied the whole entire video, not just mine.
Yeah.
Everybody shit. He had like GQ's videos on there, all kind of weird shit. I'm like, bro, really?
Yeah.
That's just laziness too.
It's lazy. Crazy. It's really lazy. And so I tell my artists or any artist that asks me for advice, don't buy your followers and your likes and your comments, because when you have a show and you have to sell, or your label wants to do you a show, wants you to do a show, and there's 2 tickets that are sold, it doesn't translate, you know?
Oh God,
that's just not going to work.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you want to grow organically.
Not 2 tickets.
Right. I mean, if you have 400,000 followers on YouTube, on Instagram, fans, if you may will, and you have a show, then you should at least be able to sell out a little show of 100 tickets. You know,
right.
It's gonna show. Nobody's gonna sign you, because you know we all know that labels and whoever companies are always interested at the numbers, but you gotta look at the real numbers, because you're gonna fall flat on your face, and people are not gonna work with you, because that's an impression that you cannot shake once you start fooling people.
Very true.
But yeah, I want to go back to.
So y'all get popping in real life, man. Don't buy nothing. Get popping in real life.
Exactly. Another good advice. You heard it here, not first, but again.
There you go.
Go back to your life mottos.
Oh yeah, so mainly that. I'm trying to think of any other thing. Also, another thing I don't like to do too much. I don't like to really sit around and dream. I'm more of an actionable person. So you know, if I have an idea, I like to put it into motion. Of course, I do my research and all that. I don't just go out there blindly and be like, okay, let me start this. But that's one of my pet peeves. I don't like people that they're always talking and planning, but they, you know, never come through with any action. So that drives me crazy. So I'm not the person that sits around and gazes at the stars like, oh, I'm going to do this. Like, nah,
I'm
trying to figure out how to make it happen.
Right. That's a good one. That is something that I had to learn too. Like a lot of people sold me all these, dreams and then never fell through or never came.
Right.
They fell through. They
Right.
never came through. So yeah, I try to speak in realism. Like I
Mm.
want to help a lot of people, and I have the resources to help them, but I'm depending on those resources to come through. So I don't make any promises, but I promise I do my best. That's what I
I
always say.
got you. Best
Yeah,
efforts. That's what's up. That's
best
better
effort.
than anything else, though.
Right. I mean, I'm not even getting paid for this. This is purely out of passion and motivation. So everybody gets a little hour of uplifting in this pandemic and
That's dope.
inspiration on how to navigate. Yeah.
I love your
It,
platform. It's amazing. Salute to
Thank
you
you.
for sure. No
Thanks.
doubt.
Yeah, and it's for me. People were connecting, people were collaborating off of this. I connected people through the comments, just like you and Amadeus. It's
Mm.
like it's been so great, and I just love people creating and being inspired. And so, if that's a little bit I can do with this platform, then that's great. I've been doing this for almost a year now. Time
Oh
flies.
wow.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
started in
man.
March last year.
Yeah,
Um,
that 2020 year really flew by like
it did.
amazingly fast. Amazingly
Yeah.
fast.
But I got a lot of amazing things out of it because I met a lot of great people through this little platform that I created. So
Mm.
I'm definitely happy that I did that. And it was also like, just like you said, I wasn't dreaming. I was literally up in my bed at night. I was like, I should do this because I see all these people being depressed. I was like, I'm just going to do it. I started with one guest, and then your number's 70 something. So yeah,
Wow.
and I took
Damn.
December off. So yeah, I did a
Do you,
lot.
do you put do you put these on YouTube as well, or just on IG
No, I
Live?
don't. They're on my IGTV, but I have to. I do so much. I have to figure out how to make podcasts out of them, or just rip the audio and
Yeah,
put.
you gotta take this to the world.
Yeah,
Take
I
it to the
know.
world.
Yeah.
I'll show you how to get that YouTube rocking. No
Okay,
doubt, no
cool.
worries
Thank you,
for sure.
thank you.
No doubt,
But
no doubt.
yeah, I want to thank you for being a guest, and again, I think you're an amazing person. I go very much off of energy, and
Mm.
for us to not ever really have talked, I think we were having a great conversation. So
Oh
thank you
yeah,
for
thank
that.
you. No, thank you so much for inviting me on here. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Are there any
And you
last
and you
words?
awesome too.
Oh, thank you.
Just yeah, no doubt. Keep rocking, man. I love your platform. Keep rocking. Make that goal 100. So when you hit that 100, we
Oh
gotta put
yeah,
it on
it's a
YouTube. We
party.
got to go. We got to
Special
go live.
guest.
No doubt, no doubt. Also, there's some other avenues too. I can talk with you with as well. So you can actually monetize what you're doing.
Oh,
So
thanks.
I know some things. I know some people. So
I know some people also, we can
okay.
barter. Like,
All
yeah,
right, all right.
that's great. No, thank you
Well,
so much. I obviously wish you all of the success and greatness in whatever you do.
thank
I
you.
know that the songs, I'm going to be looking into that as far as if you need help internationally.
Okay, that'd be
I'll
dope.
hit you on the side about that too. And
Okay.
oh, this is my dude Romeo, Romeo Johnson. Oh, he's a big one in this industry, in the music industry. It's legend. He's legendary. Scroll down on my IGTV to watch the talks that I've had with him. Very
Okay.
interesting for you as well. I actually got with him because of Amadeus. Amadeus connected me with him, and so yeah.
That's Romeo J.
Yep, official
Okay.
Romeo
What's
J. He
what's
said he
up?
followed
What's up,
you.
bro?
Yep,
That's
he's an
dope.
amazing person to know as well in this music industry. So if you're talking about legends, working with legends, you need to know him. So
Let's
yeah,
let's tap in, Romeo. You say you've been
yeah,
following me for a minute. That's dope, man. I
yeah.
appreciate that, bro. See,
All
I don't
right.
know. I don't know who be following me on YouTube, man, because it's so many of them. Not trying to say like but it's just it be mad comments and all that, and I don't really go through my followers and look. I'm just always trying to
Well, these are
constantly
two
entertain
people.
people.
Amadeus and Romeo are two people that you have to tap into.
Oh
They're
yeah, for
following you
sure.
on Instagram, and I know
No
there's going to
doubt.
be great stuff coming from that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
let's get it. Let's get it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Again, thank you so much for everything, and we'll talk. We'll definitely talk after this, and
Okay,
yeah, we'll be in touch. Be safe out there in Florida, and
for sure.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Queen. Appreciate you,
All
man.
right,
Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good one.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody. That was the great Lionel B, teaching us how to monetize off of YouTube or whatever channel. He's gonna, show me some tricks. I'm very grateful for that. Again, thank you so much for tapping in. I'm happy that everybody is safe and healthy. I keep everybody in my prayers. Thank you so much for supporting me in this platform. Again, I do this for free. This is all out of passion. Hopefully this talk was also inspiring for you guys. And I'll be back on Wednesday with Miss TT the artist, another great person that makes things happen. She gets shit done. So for whoever is wondering how to get things done, definitely tune in on Wednesday, same time, same channel. So for now, I'm gonna take my butt to sleep. Probably, I'm so tired. Been working a lot. I appreciate everybody, and stay safe. Bye.